All right, what's up, y'all? Um, you know, my thing is, I guess you could say I've supported Art Newstall in the past. I've been on his panels in the past, but what I don't really like about his particular area in YouTube is I don't like how he's so protective of his panels. You know what I mean? He doesn't put the link up. You know, you gotta email them, and even if you do email them, you know, there's no guarantee he gonna put you on the panel. There's been times when, you know, I've emailed him, like in the past, I've emailed him, and he'll see the email, but then he'll ask the panel, "Hey, do y'all want City of Truth up here? Is it okay to have City of Truth up here?" You know, because he's just very protective of his panel and stuff. And the brothers on his channel, they tend to have a very they tend to have a certain political slant. Most of the time it's like more left of center. It's more so looking at black men as like these victims in society and stuff who need like laws and stuff to help them and stuff. And they don't really look at black men over there as like self-determinant, as like, okay, what black men do is what determines black men's destiny. They don't really look at it like that. They look at it like you're a black man in America. You're this victim. You're this. You got to wait for other people to hire you. You got to wait for other people to do things for you. Your women is more privileged than you. Okay, and it's that whole vibe over there. And I've come to realize that's not my sector. That's not I don't look at the world like that. I don't, I don't look at the world like I have to compete with women. Like I don't want to compete with women. I want to lead women. And I think there's a big difference between me and the brothers over there. That's why I don't really go over there like that. And it's not that Art Newstall's a bad guy. He's not. I actually think he's a nice guy. I just think in the context of his panels, I know how his panels are and how he runs his panels and stuff. And his panels are not they're not friendly towards opposing or opposite viewpoints. They're just not. His panels are not set up like that. It's basically you get brothers in there, they have a certain view on a certain topic, and then if you come in with something different, it's like, you got 10 niggas on you. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? And you can't really go in there and express yourself like that. And then he's protective of it. He doesn't want the contrary viewpoint. He doesn't, he wants a consensus, but he doesn't want anyone in there that's gonna be against the consensus. And none of these guys, they're so socially minded over there. None of them are business minded. None of them look at business or finance or setting up their own stuff, financially as the solution to their problems. It's always government. We need government. We need, and Art Newstall is in California, in a state where, black people are leaving, black people are losing political power as time goes on. But he's still government this, government that. They need to look into this. They need to look into that. They need to go study this and study that. And it's not enough. Hey, let's rub our hands together and get some hammers and some shovels and let's go, let's go get some stuff popping. That's my thing. That's my mentality. I don't just want to sit all day and talk about laws and talk about books that they've read and sociological books that they've read about the problem, and it's just talking and talking, and the women are more privileged than you, the women have more jobs than you. I'm not jealous of women like that. I don't care if a woman has a job or not. Okay, I stack my money up and I either get whatever skills that I need to get a job, or I go create my own damn job. I already bought my own semi truck. You know what I mean? I go and get my own shit. I don't need to compete with this woman. If a woman has a certain job, maybe she's an office worker and she's working in a city hall or something like that. Maybe that's the only job she could get. Maybe she need that job. Maybe she need that job more than me. Maybe I shouldn't be riding her for having a job. You know? You know? You know? And that's my whole thing about it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. And I don't fit into that sector. I just don't. I just don't. And, a lot of these guys over there have associated with BGS in the past. And I used to butt heads with BGS all the time. By him being his views and stuff, the way he looks at the world, versus the way I look at the world is polar opposites. So I used to butt heads with him all the time. You know what I mean? All the time. And it was what it was. But me personally, my argument would be, and I know the brothers in education, and that's cool and that wrong with being in education, brother. But at least have a side business, because especially nowadays, you don't know what's going to happen on these jobs and stuff. A job nowadays is not a sure thing, just given the climate that we live in. So at least have a side. Now, I know he does art. Maybe he sells his art. And if he does, that's the shit. That's cool. But if he's selling his art, how come he don't talk about the business aspect of that? He might not want to give his secrets away or whatever. He might not feel comfortable talking about his business. That's fine. But I would rather interact with a platform where they talk about the business aspect of things, because to me, that's information I can use to get ahead. Versus just sitting there all day and talking about talking about these laws. To me, talking about politics all day, that's no longer interesting to me. Because it's no longer interesting to me to talk about things that I don't have direct control over. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But anyways, I just want to drop this real quick. I got a lot of stuff I need to do today. Got to go renew my CDL and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably hit y'all with another video up today. Let me know what y'all think. Peace. Get the likes up.